Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So this is lecture number 9 of the dynamics of machinery. During the last lecture, we have seen few examples on the rolling vibration. So in this problem, one disc or roller is resting on the horizontal surface as shown, and it is connected to two springs, each having the stiffness K. Okay, and it is given a very small angular displacement theta. And if this displacement is released, that is force is released, then this roller, it will start vibrating about its mean point or mean position. Okay, so for this oscillation or vibration, we want to find out the natural frequency. So here the theta, it is the direction or direction of the vibration. Okay, so this is the mean position, and we can take this is the displaced position, that is angular displacement theta. Okay, so this very small displacement with respect to mean point, it is taken as a theta. So now we will try to solve this problem by both the methods. One is the Newton's second law and second is the energy method. So first we will see how to solve this by using the energy method. So for the energy method, we should find out its kinetic energy, that is kinetic energy of total system, and the potential energy. Okay. So here point O is the center of this roller, and these springs, they are connected at some eccentric distance with respect to this center point. So this distance given in the problem. So this is B. Where the spring is connected. This small angular displacement for the oscillation, this is theta. So energy method, we can write the equation, the kinetic energy plus potential energy, this is constant. Now as the given system, so this is the rolling system. So this is the roller. Okay. So roller, it will have two kinetic energies. One is the linear kinetic energy, and second, this is the rotational kinetic energy. Okay. So why it has two kinetic energy? One is the linear and second is the rotation. So I will show the displaced position for this roller. So then you can understand the linear motion and the rotational motion. So let us assume this is the initial position of that roller. Okay. So it is constrained to this fixed wall with the help of the spring. Then we apply a small initial torque. So because of this torque, this roller, it will roll by angular displacement theta. So as it is rolling in the clockwise direction, this center point or the CG, it will shift towards the right side. So this is the new position of the center of gravity. So this dotted circle, it represents the position of the complete roller after theta angular displacement in the rightward direction. Okay. So as it is moving, that is center of gravity, it shifts towards the right side by some angular linear displacement x. Okay. So at the same time, this complete roller, it will undergo rotation by angular displacement theta. Okay. So it is having two kinetic energy. One is a linear and second is the rotational kinetic energy. So we will write the equation for roller kinetic energy total. So this is kinetic energy for linear motion plus kinetic energy for rotational motion. Okay. Now we know the equation for linear kinetic energy. So kinetic energy for the linear motion. So its equation is 1 by 2 m into x dot square, where x dot is the linear velocity. Okay. And the kinetic energy for rotation. So this is equal to 1 by 2. Now for the rotation, instead of mass, use the mass moment of inertia. Okay. So I will write here, this is the I0, that is the mass moment of inertia about the center of gravity. Okay. So this is I0 and replace x dot, that is a linear velocity, by the angular velocity. So angular displacement is theta. So its angular velocity, it will become d theta upon dt. That is nothing but the theta dot. Actually, theta dot is nothing but d theta upon dt. So this is the angular velocity. So this is I0 theta dot square. Okay. So actually this formula, you must have used this. This is 1 by 2 I omega square. Okay. So omega is nothing but theta dot. Okay. So this is rotational kinetic energy. Okay. Now if you observe these two kinetic energy, then this, it is in the x and this is in the theta. Okay. So we have to convert either x into theta or theta into x. Okay. So for that, we need to find out the relation between linear displacement x and the angular displacement theta. Okay. So this relation, so this is equal to, so when center of gravity moves in the rightward direction by x displacement, so at the same time, this roller, it will undergo theta rotation. Okay. And it is having the radius r. So we can write this x is equal to r theta. Okay. So you can observe here, if this point shifts towards right side by x displacement, with respect to this point, so we can consider this as a right angle triangle. So this is approximately r. Okay. And then we can write x is equal to, that is means this x is equal to r theta. So this is the theta angular displacement. Okay. So we can put this value in this equation. So we can convert both the values into theta only. So this is 1 by 2 m. This is x dot means r theta dot square. Okay. So here we can write x dot is equal to r theta dot. So now put both the values in the equation of kinetic energy. So total kinetic energy for the system, this is equal to 1 by 2 m r square theta dot square plus 1 by 2 I0 theta dot square. Okay. Now from this equation, you just take 1 by 2 common. So this is mr square plus 1 by 2, sorry, this is I0 theta dot square. Okay. So I have written this complete equation in this standard form of the rotational kinetic energy. Okay. So this complete value, it is considered as a equivalent mass moment of inertia for the entire system. Okay, so you can write this as a I equivalent. So sometimes in the problem, it will be asked to find out the equivalent mass moment of inertia or equivalent mass of the entire system. Okay, so we should write this complete equation in the standard format of the kinetic energy, and then you can find out the equivalent mass or equivalent mass moment of inertia. Okay, so this is equation for total kinetic energy. Now write the equation for potential energy. Now for the potential energy, we must have the deformation of the spring. Okay, so here two springs are connected. Okay, so we have to find out the deformation of each spring, but both these springs, they are connected at the common point. Okay, so therefore, due to rolling motion, the deformation of one spring, it will be equal to the deformation of other spring. Okay, so try to find out the deformation of this spring. So when it is rolling in the clockwise direction, so you can observe here, this is the initial point. So initially spring is connected at this point. Because of the rolling, it will be compressed. So this is the compressed spring, which is connected to right side. Okay. Now for very small angular displacement theta, so actually spring is not connected here. It is connected at eccentric point B. Okay, so spring, it was connected at this point, which is at distance B from the center of gravity. Okay. Now because of the rolling motion, if you consider this as a initial point, that is a tangent point of this circle, and if you draw one line which will pass through this point, that is the center of gravity. Okay, then this B point, it will shift on this line. Okay, and this will cause the compression of the spring. So this displacement, this is nothing but the deformation of the spring K. Okay, now to find out this deformation, so it is same for this spring also. Only changes, it will undergo the extension, because initially it was connected here. So this point, it will shift toward right side. So this is the deformation or extension of this spring, and this is the compression. So we have to find out this distance. So I will draw a separate diagram. So this is the CG point. Let us take this point as O. This is X deformation. Okay. This is the spring connected point at distance B. And this is the spring deformation. This is X displacement of center of gravity. And this angular displacement is, it is a theta. Okay. So you can find out this total value. So this is B and this is R. Okay. So for very small angle, this B, so this length, it will be equal to this length. Okay. So we can consider this as a small sector, and we can use the formula. So let us take this as a Y deformation. So Y is equal to B plus R into theta. Okay. So this is the deformation of the spring. So now we find out the potential energy. So the potential energy formula is 1/2 of total system K, and deformation of spring is Y square. Okay. and there are two springs. So we need to multiply this by 2. So finally, we will get this is 1 by 2. So I will write this in a standard format. 2 k and y. So y is r plus b theta whole square. So this is equal to 1 by 2. This is 2k r plus b square theta square. Okay. So the equivalent stiffness will be 1 by 2 2k r plus b square into theta square. So this is total potential energy. So this value, this is called as a K equivalent. Okay. So now you can differentiate the equation of kinetic energy and potential energy. So this is constant. So by differentiating with respect to time, so first we have to put the value of kinetic energy and potential energy. So the kinetic energy okay, now differentiate this complete equation. So after differentiation, this is constant. So you can cancel. This is also constant. Okay. So 1 by 2. This is 2 theta dot theta double dot plus 1 by 2. This constant term 2 theta dot is equal to 0. Okay. So this theta dot we can cancel out. This 1 by 2. This 1 by 2. Okay. So this 2 and this 2. So remaining value, this is mr square plus I0 theta double dot plus 2k r plus b bracket square into theta. This is equal to 0. So you can consider this as the equation of motion. Okay. Now write this in a simple harmonic motion equation. So theta double dot plus 2k r plus b square upon mr square plus I0 into theta. This is equal to 0. Okay. So this is also equation of motion. So just we have written this in a standard format of the simple harmonic motion. So we have the equation of simple harmonic motion like this: theta double dot omega square theta is equal to 0. Okay. So this complete term is nothing but the omega square or omega n square. So from this we will get omega n is equal to, that is the natural frequency. Just take the square root of this complete equation. So this will be 2k into bracket r plus b square upon mr square plus I0. Now you can put the exact value of I0 for the disk. So for the disk, its moment of inertia about the center point, this is equal to mr square by 2. So if you put the value here mr square by 2, total denominator, it will be 3 by 2 mr square. Okay. So you can just replace this value. So this is 3 by 2 mr square and finally you will get the equation like this: 4k r plus b bracket square upon mr square. Okay, and you can take this out of the denominator as a r plus b. Sorry, out of square root as a r plus b. Okay, so this is your final answer, and this is in rad per second. So this is how you can find out the natural frequency for this system by using energy method. Okay. Now same problem we will solve by using the Newton's second law. But in your exam, you should solve this problem by using energy method only, because it is the easiest method to solve this problem. That is a rolling system. For the Newton's second law, if you want to apply it to the rolling system, then we need to draw the free body diagram. Okay. And that free body diagram, it becomes more complicated for the rolling system compared to the linear system only. Okay. And therefore, we should solve this problem by using the energy method. Okay. So I will show how to solve this by Newton's second law. Okay, so join this same link again.